It will surprise you to know that just 2 months after the appointment of this woman called Shehu, she has been sacked by President Tinubu. We'll get into all of the reasons why this woman was sacked, what are the circumstances surrounding, this sack that President Tinubu just signed. We are going to get into all of that, but before we do so, if this is your first time here or you haven't subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe, like this video, leave your opinions in the comment section below as well. Don't forget to also turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Breaking news: Tinubu fires top federal government official. Reason emerges. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has asked a top official of the federal government, Halima Shehu, the national coordinator of the National Social Investment Program Agency, NSIPA, was suspended by the president due to allegations of financial misappropriation. Imagine, after spending just 2 months in office, just 2 months. The suspension comes just 2 months after the Senate confirmed Shehu in the role. Dr. Akindele Egbuwalo, the National Empower Program Manager, has been appointed in an acting capacity as the NC CEO while the investigation into the allegations is ongoing. It's worth noting that Shehu's appointment as the national coordinator of NSIPA was approved by Tinubu on October 12, 2023. What are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comment section below. What do you all think? What do you think about all of this? Imagine just mere 2 months after this woman was appointed. We are now talking about sack due to misappropriation. If she spends 1 year, 2 years in office, what would happen? Please, what would happen, my people, if she spends 2, 3, or 4 years in office, just ordinary 2 months? I know that we always clamor that women should be, in political positions. Women should also be appointed. Women should participate in politics and all of that. But it be like say, women, our eyes shine, no. It be like say our own one even worse pass, the men. That is the way it's looking to me, because I don't understand. We are talking about this woman, the former Minister of Petroleum, during Buhari's tenure. We have not even finished talking about her. Now we are seeing this woman who was in office for just 2 months, and she has just been sacked for financial misappropriation and corruption. Hey, may God help us. Anyway, before we go, guys, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. God will lead you to perfectly carry out your task. You are the one that can handle this country at this time. Mr. President, anyone that failed to perform, just remove them like Jiga. You are the one God chose to do work. Despite the mechanism of the election, I pray that God will give you long life and complete your 8 years in the office. God bless you and more grace. Another person by the name Dambo: don't appoint premature people into key positions. This is quite, different from Buhari's regime, where, there were voice notes, voice messages of people exchanging money. Corrupt practices actually happen, corruption allegations, glaring ones, and yet the president refused to do anything about it. Nigerians will cry, nothing will happen. After a while, we'll stop talking about it, and Buhari would not even budge. He would not even say anything about it. So I'm giving Tinubu this one, because this one is probably is a corruption that we Nigerians haven't even heard about. Probably someone brought it to his notice. Probably, it was just told that something like this is happening, and he had to take step immediately. So I give him kudos for taking, this bold step, for not even looking at Uche face, because if it were to be another person now, he would look at all the mechanics. He would look at all the people that he would offend if he sacks the woman first, before thinking about, the right step to take. Adeyemi Agbuola says the reason for her sack should be made public to avoid undue insinuations as being peddled by people like Mohammed Sani Sulaiman. And that is another thing, she's a woman. One, she has only spent 2 months in office. Some people might want to say that how can you tell that she's been corrupt in just 2 months? Like, what is the evidence? And besides, it's very ambiguous when you say that somebody has been accused of financial misappropriation. Like, what did this person do in particular? Be specific. Nigerians want to know, like, the reason. We don't want ambiguous words like financial misappropriation and we do not clearly know the reason. There might be other motives. In fact, as far as we are concerned, it might not even be anything like financial misappropriation. It might be something unrelated, but they have to look for something, to just tie her with and say that is the reason why we are sacking her. Nigerians want to know, what is the particular reason? If she's been accused of corruption or embezzlement, how much has she stolen? How did she misappropriate funds? Those are the details that Nigerians are asking for. We are talking about the Nigerian project and not where anybody comes from. Nigeria must be great again. Sentiments, biases, and prejudice will only reduce public administration to zero. We can't continue to tolerate naked corruption under the guise of ethnic religious protection. Casualties in ex-president Obasanjo's regime were majorly Yoruba. Yoruba are educated. Another person by the name Omar Abubakar Ruma says President Tinubu is a wise leader who gradually replacing all top federal government heads of organization with his tribes, which is an indication that before the 2027, it will succeed in changing everyone he wants to change. However, the senators, in reference to the Northerners, have no choice than to obey and follow suit. What do you all think? Do you think that this one is a ethnic tactic, to replace Yorubas with all of those people who are not Yorubas in office? Idris Joseph says, I am sure you are behind time and history. That is responding to earlier comments. The immediate past president appointed Fulani kingsmen to ministries and MDGs, flowing with milk and honey at the detriment of even the so-called Hausas, who will always align with the Fulanis when they want to collaboratively suppress the other nationalities. What was your advice then? We better fight incompetence to the lowest level. Mohammed Sani says Yoruba is taking over urbanization policy. That is the real reason for our sack. Wake up, Northerners, or you perish, because this tribalistic president is after you if Yoruba to take over. You all, what do you think? Like I said earlier, do you think that this is about ethnicity and has nothing to do with corruption or misappropriation of funds? I would love to hear from you. Drop your opinions in the comments section. You all, thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.